together, but still it's farewell. And maybe we'll come back to love to tell. I guess there is no one to blame. We're leaving
Final countdown, baby.
It's the final countdown.
I had it all fucked up, huh?
The final countdown.
There you go. Oh, shit. Oh, I almost forgot, huh? There we go. It's part of the process of pissing these people off. Let's see, I got my hat. That should read America Only, which I'm working on getting one of those. Let's see, I got my lip ring, my nose rings. Oh, the golden chalice was not in the picture. Man, I'm just falling behind tonight, huh? It is Sunday, February 1st, in the year of our Lord 2026. Coming to you live from FEMA Region 8. I am your host, Vinny Derry, and this is the Vinny Derry Show. Tonight, our featured stories will, of course, be the newest Epstein release. I've got news, or names, I've got emails, I've got proof that Pizzagate is indeed real. Read it, weep, call us conspiracy theorists, call us whatever you will. Guess what? We were fucking right. And I've been right for years. I'm going to show you why. We'll also be covering the new viruses that threaten us, the war in Iran that will kick off soon, and much, much more. In light of the Epstein release and the potential future, I will be reading Jeremiah 16, 1 through 8 as our Bible reading tonight. So let's pull that up, why don't we? How do we get into? Oh, there we go. All right. And as always, this comes from the Luther Bible, 1545. And the word of the Lord came to me. You shall not take for yourself a wife or bear sons or daughters in this place. For this is what the Lord says concerning the sons and daughters who are born in this place, and the mothers who bear them, and the fathers who bear them in this land. They shall die of terrible diseases, and shall not be mourned or buried, but shall become dung on the ground. They shall perish by sword and famine, and their corpses shall be food for the birds of the air and the beasts of the field. This is what the Lord says. You shall not go into a house of mourning, either to mourn or to comfort, for I have taken away my peace from this people, my mercy and my compassion have been taken away, declares the Lord. Great and small shall die in this land, and not be buried or mourned, and no one shall cut himself or shave his head for them, nor shall they break the bread of mourning to comfort him for the dead, nor give him the cup of comfort to drink for his father or his mother. You shall not enter a banquet house to sit with them eating and drinking. For thus says the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel. Not the state of Israel. Not the state of Israel. Let me repeat that again. The land of Israel in biblical times, not the state that was started by the Rothschilds. Behold, in this place, before your very eyes, and during your lifetime, I will put an end to the shouts of joy and gladness, the voices of the bridegroom and the bride. And basically, what I was getting out of that, I'm going to steal this from my good friend here, see what he had to say. Back then, God did the same thing and killed the evil, and the bodies were to be left alone and not picked up. This time it'll happen again, but I think we will be able to clean the streets, but we are not to mourn the dead. Yeah. Basically, what happened in this time is the evil had, or the people that perished had blood of the Nephilim, the the uh, fallen that had made babies with the population on the planet. So anyway, it's a little heavy, isn't it? A little heavy. Um, that's just kind of the reality that I think that we are indeed moving into, though. May that have something to do with what I'm talking about later, with the new viruses that threaten us, or viruses that threaten us, the new weapons, the new bioweapons that threaten us. There we go. Now I said it right. The new bioweapons that threaten us, because we make ourselves more susceptible to these viruses and all this evil shit because of the 5G, which is soon to be 6G, which they want to roll out. So maybe that's why they're going to bring out another Plandemic. I don't know. I'm getting off topic here. Oh my God. I need to turn off the heat. It is hot in here. Here I prepped the studio like it was still 10 below out.
Power on.
Anyway,
Bluetooth.
let's get into my church notes. Let's see. This comes from where were we here? Oh my Lord. Yeah, from Mark. Let's see, right? Oh my Lanta. Where are we? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so these notes are from Mark 5:21 to Mark 5:42. After seeing the demons away from the man in Gerasenes, Jesus got back onto the boat to Galilee, where Jairus, oh my God, I can't even read my own handwriting. Falls at Jesus' feet and pleads that he heals his dying daughter on his way to heal Jairus' daughter, a woman who had been bleeding for 12 years. Yeah, that kind of bleeding. Reached towards Jesus with the thought that all she had to do was touch him and she'd be healed. She touched him and immediately the bleeding stopped. Jesus felt his power had gone from him and asked, "Who touched my robe?" When he saw the woman who was frightened, she fell at his feet and told him why. Jesus simply said, "Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering." Notice he said faith, and he never said I did it. It was your faith that healed you. Not that he had done it. While all this was going on, Jairus' daughter had died. Jesus told Jairus, "Don't be afraid, just believe." Only the disciples went in with him as the family was crying and full of sadness. Jesus asked them why they were crying as the girl was only asleep. He put out all the people as they laughed at him, took her by the hand and said, "Talitha cum," little girl, I say to you, get up, is what that means. Immediately she stood up. He told them all not to tell of what they had saw, but to get her something to eat. The disciples' faith was enough to bring the girl to life. All were desperate for an answer. The disciples to know the power. Yeah, so they were desperate. So the disciples were desperate to see that the person they were following had the strength and power to do what he claimed and said he could do. And the father and mother for their daughter to be healed. Obviously, your daughter's sick and dying. You want her to be healed, right? Some heavy stuff to start out here. Oh, let's see here. It's a little quiet in the studio here. I'm going to get some music started. Let's see here. Let me know if it gets too loud. Let me know in the chat. Once again, before I get fully deeply into this stuff, I've got a pretty packed show tonight, but if you have something, anything big or something I'm missing or something you want me to cover, call or text the number 484-824-669. They're open for bitches, gripes, complaints, love, something else to follow. If I don't get to it while I'm live on air, I will get to it at some point during the week. So anything that you guys want to hear or go over that I haven't covered, or you think that my views are all fucked up and you don't agree with it, then just message the number. Okay? If you want to debate something, message the number. Call it. I don't care. Depending where I'm at on the show, I'll just answer live on air. Doesn't bother me. We'll go over the loudspeaker and we can have it out, I guess. Like I said last week, discussion is how we take our country back. I am not right. I am not left. Oh, I did it for you guys. But I mean, if I had to put it somewhere, I'm probably extremely far right in a way. But I do understand and see a lot of what the left says, other than the pedophilia and transgender and gay stuff. I don't really see eye to eye with any of that, and I don't understand how you think it's the way life is supposed to be. But I'm a sinner just as they are, so it's not really my place to judge, and I'm trying to get better about that. But with that, let's get into Israel news. You will not be surprised that yet again there's been action in Gaza. And this shit just gets tiring. It gets extremely tiresome. I mean, I don't want to have to sit and cover this shit every week, but every week they do something fucked up. Because the Rothschild ran Israel. They hijacked Jesus' Israel and turned it into Satan's. Here we go. That didn't spark a phone call? Huh, okay. Anyway, Israeli airstrikes in Gaza killed at least 30 to 32 Palestinians. Described as the deadliest day in months. These occurred amid mutual accusations of ceasefire violations between Israel and Hamas. Muslim-majority countries condemn the strikes as repeated violations. Why is it only Muslim-predominant states? Why isn't everybody condemning this? At what point do we fucking say enough is enough? That was what, 30? Yeah, 30 to 32. There's supposed to be a ceasefire. And Israel is still airstriking Gaza. At what point do we say this is enough? How long are we going to keep letting this happen? If they're our ally and we're supposed to have our best interests and their best interests in mind, then why aren't we doing something to stop them from committing war crimes? So that we don't look fucking stupid for supporting them anymore. What the fuck? No, I'm not listening to that right now. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go there. Anyway, the Rafah border crossing partially reopened in a pilot phase for limited pedestrian movement. Residents only, no goods. So the people there still can't eat. Preparations included a new Israeli screening facility. Thousands of patients and others await evacuation for medical care. but access remains restricted and unclear. Yeah. The IDF discovered tunnels and weapons, including living quarters in southern Gaza, continuing operations despite the truce. My God. Israel banned Doctors Without Borders operations in Gaza and the West Bank, citing regulatory violations. Oh my God. When are people going to realize it's ran by the Rothschilds? It's not the Israel from the Bible. Okay? It might be in about the same area, but these people are not the people from the Bible. All right? They're Khazarians, Eastern Europeans. Hardly any of them have Semitic blood. But the Gazans, on the other hand, do, and the Palestinians, yeah, they have way more Semitic blood. Anyway, I've covered it. I've got a lot to get into, and completely unrelated. Let's dive into some of the bigger releases involved with Epstein. Now, this is going to be sporadic, wild, and all over the place because I'm still trying to grasp all the shit that's released and all the heavy weight that comes from all these email releases. And I've got some last minute ones, so I'm going to be through 3 different phones. I'm going to be through social media and all that. So I really just want to get to business here. But such as Jay-Z leaving the country, knowing he's implicated. Look at this shit. I would say a good amount of Hollywood is probably going to be on that same train if this is legit. And I don't mean if the files are legit. I mean if they actually want to prosecute these people, which I highly doubt it. I'll get into that here in a little bit. But these new drops include so much information. I'm just going to cover the ones I've run into so far with major implications. First of all, this release confirms much of the WikiLeaks emails that were exposed in 2013, confirming that Pizzagate is indeed real. Now let's get into this here. I got, oh my God, so much. So I'm just gonna speed run it here, okay? I might as well just pull you guys up here. You don't need to look at me for now. You can just look at the TV here. What the fuck is going on? I'll even straighten it out here. I want to start getting a better look on all this. I wish I could just get a really good computer, If anybody knows anybody trying to get rid of a computer with a graphics card, let me know. Anyway, let's get right into it here. We got... Oh, there's my little boy. All right. First one. Syrian girl. Remember when they said Pizzagate was a conspiracy theory? This comes from to Benjamin Moon. Hi, Ben. Great game today. Wanted to check and see if you might be available for a pizza party next Saturday after the friendly Darien game we are having. It's been difficult trying to find a time the most people are available to participate, but it seems next Saturday is best for most. Let me know. Thanks. Daphne Wallace. To Jeffrey Epstein. Subject, may I bring in your slice of pizza to you? Respectfully, Daphne. Send pizza to Bobby. From Redacted to Jeffrey. You mean radiating a soft glow with the look of bliss and excitement? Yeah, that's the pizza. And Jeffrey Epstein wrote, she looks pregnant. From Gmax to JEE Vacation. Sorry, I have no stomach for even the slightest aggro. I don't have the stomach for it or for any drama, imaginary or real. I'm still fragile off the last one and scared of shadows. To whoever from Jeff. I watched them all. Please don't send any more. And the redacted name wrote, if you are not too busy, click on a video below to watch. Yeah, these people are fucking disgusting, dude. On Thursday, February 20th, 2025, the redacted person wrote, to the FCA, David Boys, Sigrid, James Marsh, Jennifer Friedman, Paul Castle. Blank is a witness for you. Ask Jess Staley who blank is. Why is blank important, Jess Staley? Please see email correspondence attached about blank. Because she was and it still is a long-term employee of the Epstein trafficking ring that is still running and being funded today. This is February 20th, 2025. Remember that. You know what? I'll pull you over here. I'll take you back over there for the videos. Brad Edwards, I named blank as an accomplice who helped facilitate the running of the sex trafficking ring. So how on earth, CA, you then go on to represent her? That is why Jess Staley got in touch with my attorneys, Jennifer Freeman, and wanted me to testify in the Deutsche Bank case. Jess Staley knows exactly who I am, and so do his attorneys. Jennifer Freeman stopped me from testifying against blank because the victims would lose any compensation payout for being raped and trafficked in that litigation if I testified against blank. I wonder who blank is. So here we go, from Robin Blackburn to Chris Douglas. Does the pizza offer include those of us who can't make the meeting because we're out here editing? Because if so, count me in. This email is color-coded in black and white and will combust in 30 seconds. Chris Douglas wrote, head count. Who all is in the Austin office today? Who is going to want pizza? We only have one slice, and we need to know how thinly to slice it. Still falling for this shit? Simply send a single response, filled, color-coded, double-sided, and appropriately labeled. Signed in triplicate, and set on fire. This comes from Real Alex Jones on Twitter, X. Pizzagate is all over the Epstein files. In the confirmed as authentic emails below, Jeffrey Epstein talks about large numbers of adults sharing a piece of pizza and torturing it. Oh, shit. I can't read that one. Better remember, I did all of these in a... Yeah, listen to Trump here. Chris Douglas wrote, head count. Who all is in the Austin office today? Who is going to want pizza? We only have one slice, and we need to know how thinly to slice it. Still falling for this shit? Simply send a single response, filled, color-coded, double-sided, and appropriately labeled. Signed in triplicate, and set on fire. This comes from Real Alex Jones on Twitter, X. Pizzagate is all over the Epstein files. In the confirmed as authentic emails below, Jeffrey Epstein talks about large numbers of adults sharing a piece of pizza and torturing it. Oh, shit. I can't read that one. Better remember, I did all of these in a... Yeah, listen to Trump here. What the fuck is going on?
Well, they should be, because it looked like this guy Wolf was a writer, was conspiring with Epstein to do harm to me. And I didn't see it myself, but I was told by some very important people that not only does it absolve me, it's the opposite of what people were hoping, the radical left. That Wolf, who's a third-rate writer, was conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein to hurt me, politically or otherwise. And that came through loud and clear. So we'll probably sue Wolf for that. But he was told national security.
So here we go. Subject, U9, Red Pizza Party. U9, Red Pizza Party. To Benjamin Moon. Hi, Ben. Great game today. Wanted to check and see if you might be available for a pizza party next Saturday after the friendly Darien game we are having. It's been difficult trying to find a time the most people are available to participate, but it seems next Saturday is best for most. Please let me know. U9 Red Pizza Party. Holy fuck, dude. These people are monsters. It's just, oh my god, and there's so many more. Let's see here. Oh my lord. So let's see. This is from Virginia Giffray.
I had it set up months ago because I knew this day was coming.
And this, I don't know if it's completely real or not, but just listen.
My name is Virginia Louise Giffray. I was one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims. I survived Little St. James, but survival came at a price. I saw too much, knew too much, and now they've silenced me. But it's too late for them. They thought killing me would bury their secrets. I worked at Mar-a-Lago, folding towels, cleaning lockers. My father kept the tennis courts immaculate. We were just working folks trying to scrape by. Trump, he was around, but he was never the threat. The real predator was Ghislaine Maxwell, prim and proper, smiling, promising to teach me massage therapy at the Pink Mansion in Palm Beach. I had no idea I was being fed into a nightmare machine. Epstein's Island was hell disguised as paradise. You've heard some names linked to him, but those are just the sacrificial pawns. The real players, the ones they've protected at all costs, are still hiding in plain sight. I'll name two now. The first, a former U.S. president, Barack Obama. Publicly, he's revered. Privately, he was one of the worst. He wasn't there for the girls. He was there for the island boys.
Sorry, I have a full-time job as well. I saw him
more times than I can count. Always without his Secret Service detail.
Anyway.
Sometimes with his
Anyway, you get the point. Here's more Hollywood pedophilia in plain sight.
Brandon Wilson from the hit TV show The Office.
On Randy Wilson's Twitter account, he has posted some very concerning things regarding human sacrifice and pedophilia. So
little concern this morning. Found blood in my urine. Well, not my urine, the baby urine I wash my hair with. Beautiful day for the ritual sacrification of a virgin. If you want to punish a teenager, simply take away their cell phone and sodomize them with it. The Catholic Church should set up a program where all the abused little kids are allowed to molest the priests. I drained the blood out of a goth kid. Does that make me a proxy? Holy shit. It's close. Takes forever. How many clowns does it take to screw in a light bulb? Answer, 12. 1 to screw it in, and 11 to kidnap and chew on human babies.
12. 1 to screw it in, and 11 to kidnap and chew on human babies.
I guess he's reading it now.
Another one says, what about human baby meat? Reach me what I should eat for dinner. I am thinking pasta.
Pasta, which in pedo talk is a little boy.
Pasta symbolizing a little boy.
Oh, I guess he's got that covered too.
In the 2014 film Cooties, Rainn Wilson plays as a PE teacher at a school called Fort Chicken Elementary.
Oh, they tell you everything they're
found
doing.
out the chicken to the elites is a child to us.
Yeah.
Elijah Wood also played a role within this film. And coincidentally, Elijah is known for outing Hollywood's pedophilia problem. He has also been spotted with known Satanists that I had exposed before, including Stephen Colbert, Conan, and Will Ferrell within a Masonic video of the Beastie Boys.
All of them. All of them.
I was sold to Joe Biden multiple times.
Allie Carter.
went from the Buckingham Palace to under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles. And everybody is so worried about the elite. And we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama.
Dropping bombs.
We know about Too Short. We know
Michael
about
Obama. Big Mike.
We give those names all day. And everybody is so worried about that. But what you should be worried about is the people that are in between. The people that go as low as your grave diggers. I was trafficked to people within my school. I was trafficked in underground tunnels that link under your school, through your cemeteries, under your amusement parks, through Universal Studios, and into Hollywood elite homes, all over the place, all over the world.
So the names that you just mentioned.
Still wondering why the Palisades burned?
Michelle Obama. Have you had personal sexual experiences with these people?
Yes.
These people participated in sex abuse firsthand with you.
Yes.
Can you tell that story? Because that's important.
I got a lot to get to here, so sorry if I'm cutting some of these off. But here we go. This is from
3 million Epstein-related documents. Witness statements and supporting materials name individuals and entities in connection with accusations involving inappropriate acts involving children. From only 2 pages of statements, the following are named: Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, Donald J. Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Ivanka Trump, Eric Trump, Elon Musk, Alan Dershowitz, Robert Shapiro, Robin Leach, Lisa Marie Presley, Linda Kitts, Andrew Cuomo, John W. Nichols, Cheryl Renee Duke, the Sinaloa Cartel, and the British royal family. Released materials also include flight records reviewed by the Southern District of New York showing that Donald J. Trump and other named individuals flew with Epstein far more times than previously known, including multiple flights between 1993 and 1996. Listed passengers include Ghislaine Maxwell, Marla Maples, Tiffany Trump, Eric Trump, and Jeffrey Epstein. Additional documents include written communications.
Some of those you gotta watch some of those. Even that video, I know I'm putting it on my channel here. I'm putting it on my show, but I haven't seen those documents. Okay, I have to admit, I have seen Trump dropped quite a few times. I saw Elon dropped, but the other Trumps, Eric and Donald Trump Jr., I did not see those yet. Okay. And even Donald Trump, the ones that he does have on there, they were thrown out years ago in kind of that Me Too movement bullshit. Now, I'm not saying he's not a part of this. I've said for weeks that I think they all are, but I don't want to just post false stuff. I thought that there'd be a little bit more in there, but yeah. Here we go. This is from Jeffrey Epstein to Redacted. Where are you? Are you okay? I love the torture video. Sent Friday, 24th April 2009. What does this have to do with it? Okay, here we go. The world's largest bank, the world's largest derivative holder, and the world's largest silver rigger can be found in 62,756 documents related to the Epstein files. Not only that, but Jamie Dimon is in 276 documents, including personal emails back and forth with Epstein in 2013 after he testified under oath that he didn't even know Epstein. See for yourselves with a search of JP Morgan or Jamie Dimon. So JP Morgan and Chase, JP Morgan and I can't remember which Rothschild it was, but they ran the 2 biggest banks in probably the world, but definitely America. 62,756. This is probably why Trump didn't want to release it, because people like that are going to be going down. So anyway, we got to keep rolling here. There we go. This one's a fun one. With the latest drop, she doesn't seem so crazy anymore, does she? Disgusting. They ate humans. I wasn't aware of anything. I mean, about the murders, yes. But that they had eaten humans? Humans. They smell like human flesh.
Here's what's at the bottom of the Epstein rabbit hole.
Hey, you serious? You serious right now? So here's Fazzle.rip. Maybe I should pull you close for this one. This is an important one. Like I said, you're probably not going to want to watch this shit, but we all need to see it. There's no pedophilia or nothing on here, just disgusting ass shit.